Hi, I'm David, a solution architect here at Overe, and I'm going to be showing you through Overe Policy Templates. They allow you to manage the configuration of multiple 365 tenants at once. Under Manage Policy Templates, you can configure a set of policy controls within a template, and that can be modified to your liking. You can create a new template from scratch. It's as easy as selecting the template name and the template description. And then you could modify a template. You can come and add from a potential list of policy controls, or you can delete and remove those policy controls from the template. If the template hasn't been assigned to any individual sites, it can be deleted, and you can also clone the template to make it easier to set up a new template that might be similar to one that's previously been configured. The same as in an individual site, you can come into the policy controls, you can set them to monitor, so that it checks the value and enter and sees if it lines up with what's configured here in the policy. And then the enforce mode, which means that the value gets configured so that it reflects exactly what you see here in the policy. So once you've created a template, you come here to the sites overview. You can assign templates to multiple sites at once, or you can go to the individual site and modify the template. We still give you the ability to add manual exclusions, perhaps for specific users or devices that you don't want to be included in the policy controls, but just for specific sites. You can make those changes here, and we allow you to save those, and then that is reflected in the template dashboard, showing you where it's overridden from the template that's been assigned. Policies can be running or paused. That status is reflected here. While the policy has a status of on, Overe is checking the policy for alignment. That means for a policy control, for instance, that's in monitor mode, it checks against the tenant, and if the value in the tenant lines up with what you see here in the policy, the control is reported as aligned to policy. In the case where Overe checks the tenant and those two values do not line up, it's reported as not aligned with the policy. That's displayed here in terms of aligned, and then drifted if those two values are not the same. We also have inactive controls. They can be disabled and that you haven't added them to this set of policy controls, or they can be unavailable, and in that case, they don't have the required license in the 365 tenant to make use of those policy controls. That's also visually represented in this dashboard here.